relaxing atmosphere and activities for all ages. Tennis, swimming, and a playground. But the fun doesn't stop after dark. There's even a bar and an arcade. And if you aren't ready to go home yet, we've even got a spacious room for your comfort, complete with air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and a private bathroom. The Toucan Mall can also facilitate your event in our spacious conference hall. We also have a theater with films for the entire family. It's the Toucan Mall located in Amelia's Ward, Linden. Looking for a place for the whole family? Come down to the Toucan Mall in Amelia's Ward, Linden. It's the mall that has it all. We have great food, a relaxing atmosphere, and activities for all ages. Tennis, swimming, and a playground. But the fun doesn't stop after dark. There's even a bar and an arcade. And if you aren't ready to go home yet, we've even got a spacious room for your comfort, complete with air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and a private bathroom. The Toucan Mall can also facilitate your event in our spacious conference hall. We also have a theater with films for the entire family. It's the Toucan Mall located in Amelia's Ward, Linden. Looking for a place for the whole family? Come down to the Toucan Mall in Amelia's Ward, Linden. It's the mall that has it all. We have great food, a relaxing atmosphere, and activities for all ages. Tennis, swimming, and a playground. But the fun doesn't stop after dark. There's even a bar and an arcade. And if you aren't ready to go home yet, we've even got a spacious room for your comfort, complete with air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and a private bathroom. The Toucan Mall can also facilitate your event in our spacious conference hall. We also have a theater with films for the entire family. It's the Toucan Mall located in Amelia's Ward, Linden.
Alrighty, good evening to all of my friends and relatives and well-wishers and those of you who were waiting for us to get started. Welcome to our program once again. It's about 9 minutes on the right side of 6 o'clock, and we almost had an on-time start, which is not too bad. Today is July 4th, and for those persons who are, I gotta say this right, who are connected to the U.S., to the Americas, to the United States of America. It's Independence Day. And they are going to have, today is a big day over there, you know, big barbecue, and families get together and do all sorts of things. And, you know, a lot of coals are burning. Chickens being barbecued, sausages and steaks and lamb and all of that. Maybe some veggie burgers, you know. So happy Independence Day to all of you, and I hope that that you are enjoying a beautiful day. I know it's hot, and you know, it's hopefully you would not do certain things that will jeopardize your return to wherever you would have gone to or gone from. So drive safe, no drinking and driving, and stay focused and keep your eyes open. You know, it's a long holiday and everybody will be going somewhere. So, long weekend for the Americas, the United States of America, actually. We have already had our holiday here, CARICOM Day, Monday gone. And there's kind of some similarities, you know, but careful and enjoy the holiday weekend, right? Couple of things I want to touch on before we get started with our program. Alex, who was on my program last week, might come by. Don't know for sure. Promised to come by, but he's busy. That's Lavon, who was in the GT&T singing competition. He was judged third. You know, for whatever reason, he was judged third. Maybe he didn't get enough numbers. But he would like to thank everyone who, I'm doing this on his behalf. He's already sent out many of the thank you notes, but I'm doing this for those who might have missed it and those who would have voted for him on as a result of this program. Um, he expresses his sincere gratitude to you for supporting him, and you keep supporting him because he has a long way to go with music, and you will hear more from Alex Lavarne, right? So, on behalf of I think that every one of us who are here, some of this before, many persons fail to succeed in life or to succeed in anything because they're still searching for the reason to be here. Some people are in their 70s, 80s, and 90s, still don't know why they're here, why they came here, why they made it. They sort of existed for all these years and will die not knowing their purpose in life here. Some would have and some would not. And many of the youths and many of the adults and even the teens are still searching for their reason and may not have even been thinking about why are you here. If you don't have a good enough reason to want to live, you're sure going to have a good enough reason to want to die. I'm telling you. If you don't have a good enough reason to want to live, you're sure enough going to have a good enough reason to want to die because you have nothing to live for. So find the reason why you're here and live for something. And suicide would never cross your mind. Taking the life of someone would never cross your mind. Being idle in the streets would not cross your mind because you're going to be so busy doing what you're here to do. Being idle, playing dominoes all day and cards, gambling, doing nothing, you wouldn't have time for that because you'd be so busy pursuing the reason why you're here. Never mind the things are not in place to take you maybe where you want to go, but it's up to you. It really is up to you. If it's to be, it's up to me. Learn that. Learn that. If it's to be, it's up to me. The decision is in your hands. We have got to get to the point where we realize that we are responsible for our destiny, and the maker is there to guide us. We are responsible for our own destiny, and the guidance comes from the maker, the creator. The creator. Some people don't believe in that there's a creator. You can't really help them with that, but there is. There is. We're not just here floating. We didn't just, come out of nowhere and just floating around. Yep. The season is coming, if you like it or not. It's a season where persons, some intentionally, are desperate to create division amongst us. Some do it unintentionally by their languages, physical or verbal. And some do it unconsciously, not knowing that they're doing it. We as a nation need to understand that unless we're together, we can't be strong. Unless we are collectively putting people in the right places to make decisions for others, we're not going to be strong. Unless we hold hands together and bind ourselves and put our knowledge and our energies together, we're not going to be strong. I personally feel, this is my opinion, that this country is too small to have all these parties. We need to have a one-party state. And all the parties that come together should vote and choose who their opposition should be. Yes. Or let the people vote for the opposition and the people vote for the one party. When you have your ballot box, there should be two things on it. Leadership, opposition. When you put the X under the name where it says leadership, it should be 2. When you put the names there, there should be 2 boxes. One says leadership and one says opposition. Yes. And you put X for the leadership or the X for the opposition. And those, at the end of the day, who are tallied up to be opposition will be the opposition. And those who are tallied up to be leadership will be in the leadership. You choose the numbers. If you want 12 people to be in the leadership or 14, which I think is good enough, those 14 names should have 2 boxes next to them. Or 28 and you choose 14, something like that. It could be figured out. We're too small to have this huge anchor dragging the finances to the bottom. Too small. And unless that we can get to the point where we've made the decision to do that, tug of war all the time. Tug of war. And if the tug of war continues, you need new, if it's going to be that way as it is, a new breed. My opinion. New breed. Right? Now, there's some people, we go into health now, there's some people who have been very sick or have been sick for a long time, like years. Yes. And they're expecting that when they come or they go, wherever they go, that there'll be a magical pill to fix what's wrong with them in a week, in a month, maybe a day. We see it all the time. Some people are sick for 5, 10 years. And they go and they come, and one treatment of something they expect to be fixed. And if they ain't fixed, they're mad. And they tell you, we've been all over the place. And we come here, and we come to get better. After 10 years and 5 years and so on. Don't work like that. You got to get a magic potion somewhere, like some magic potion in liquid or tablet or capsule. That when you take the magic potion, everything just goes away and you're fixed in 1 day or 1 month after you're sick for so long. It don't exist. There's no magic pill out there. No magic tincture out there. No magic eye drop. Even though there's one that we have that makes you see things clearly almost immediately, it still takes time to correct your problems. And some of you are experiencing it. Your eyes are much better. Some of you are walking wrong and you're blind in one eye and don't even know. Until you come and you test it, then you realize, wait a minute, I don't even see nothing out of my one eye. But because you're blinking two, you think both are strong. We are finding that there are many persons who have poor vision in one eye and don't even know it. Seriously. So there's so much going on. It sometimes makes me become a little frustrated because we have people out there who call themselves physicians who are, if I can use the Guyanese term, bar-talking other physicians. They bar-talking other physicians because they don't believe or understand what the other physicians do. Like many of you physicians don't even know what I do. You don't know what I do, many of you. Most of you don't know what I do. You need to visit. Then you will understand. But yet still, you put yourself in a position to advise people. In your ignorance, you're advising them that what you're doing there, you're making no sense. Come and let me do it for you. But yet still, the same people you take for years and you can't help them to get better. And we are so gullible and so ignorant, some of us, that we don't understand. We don't get it. We don't get it. I always say, and I really am serious about it, if I am, or anyone like me, is supposed to be able to be in a position to help any one of you, you will be directed and you will come willingly and we're going to help you willingly and you'll be fine. Not all of you will get help at us. Not all of you will be able to get a clear vision as you. as you hope. Not all of you will be able to get better, because we may not be the clinic to help you to get better. We may not be. Like many of you go to the hospitals, and the doctors there may not be the ones to help you to get better. Seriously, that's how it is. And many of you are not going to get better because you don't believe. You don't believe. If you don't believe something, it will never make sense to you. Never. If you don't believe that, let me tell you something. There are many persons who are given placebos. What we call placebos is that it's a blank something. It has nothing inside. You're given a blank tincture of water, sterilized water maybe, or purified water, and you drink that water, and you're sick, and that purified water make you feel better because you believe that that thing in that bottle will get you better. And you get better. There's an old guy, and he said that belief can kill and belief can cure. It happens sometimes with some of you. Because if you don't believe, you're not going to get better. I don't care if the doctor gave you a golden magical pill. If you don't believe in that pill has the remedies or the formulas to help you to get better, you're not going to get better. You ain't going to get better. It ain't going to happen. Right? Healing, my friends, first begins in the mind. It first begins in the mind. I want to say good afternoon to all of my friends, wherever they are across the world, who are viewing us on YouTube and wherever. Welcome. I'm a plain talker. Talk straight. I shoot straight. I got to be careful how I say that too. I believe in honesty, and I believe in integrity, and I believe in speaking the truth. You don't want to know the truth, don't ask me. If you can't take the truth, don't ask me, because I can tell you. If you don't believe me, I can't help it either. That's your problem. Once I clear it here, I'm okay. But many of you are not going to get better because you don't believe that you will get better. You can go to the perfect institution, and the doctor could be the perfect doctor, and the nurse the perfect nurse, and the facility the perfect facility. And because you are doubting Thomas, when you come out of there, the devil will come to you and say, you know what, that thing don't work, boy. That thing don't work, girl. I've been there and the thing didn't work for me because you were doubting Thomas in the first place. So you're going to try to convince other people of your inability to believe. And they're going to believe you. And guess what? They're going to end up just like you. They're not going to get better. They're not going to feel better. They're going to be going from doctor to doctor, institution to institution, taking all kind of medicine. And it won't make a difference. And some will die not believing. Yes, that's how it is. Bear in mind that not everything that works for one works for all. That is the reason why we have a system that is designed to determine what is best for you. It is designed to determine what is best for you. I saw an article today and it was just froth. Froth, like froth, where medical doctors are disqualifying the equipment that is guaranteed accurate 96% in the world, not by my standard. Guaranteed accurate 96%. And they're talking about the device, whatever they're talking about it. I just saw it today. It's been out since 2018. Right? And they know nothing about it. They never even tested, they never even used it. And I bet you that if you take them same doctors and put them under the microscope with that machine, the things that will come out of them, they're not going to believe it. But they can kill them. The same things that they don't believe will kill them. But they can speak gospel about the device, and they know nothing about it. I can speak about ultrasounds because I went to school, I learned that. I learned that. And I know what happens with ultrasounds. Nothing is wrong with the ultrasound device. But it's the interpreter who interprets the results. And sometimes it misses too. I saw that with my own eyes in class. It misses. You know, there's no perfect human out there. The only perfect human that was out there has been crucified, died, and buried. And he rise again. And his Father. All the rest of us are not perfect. We are very imperfect. And we are subject to errors. Yes, we are. We're humans. I notice that there's a... now when you do things, you've got to answer if you're a robot. I am not a robot, and you've got to put an X. I wonder what that is about. We probably got some robots in society. No doubt that we do. We may have, but, you know, hard to tell. It's hard to tell now who's who, you know. You know, in some places you can't even tell who is boy and who is girl. The world is going somewhere. But I believe that if you believe and you truly do what it takes to get better, you're going to feel better. Yes. And there's no magic pill out there. I don't care where you go. No magic pill. Yes, some pills may relieve you of your aches and pains for a period of time. You know, but when the medicines wear out, the aches and pains are going to be right there because there's no magic pill. There's no magic pill. There's some magical therapies, like spinal realignments and so, those are magical because why? Why do they work? And I see it all the time at our clinic. They work because you're correcting a situation immediately. You're realigning a spine that is malaligned. It's out of alignment. So when you realign the spine, it is almost instant correction, instant results, instant pain relief. We see it at the clinic all the time. We do it all the time. But not everything works that way. You know, like I was using an example today with someone who was sick for over 7 years. And he came one time and he used half the medicine. And because he feel better, he threw it away. And then he went somewhere and tell him that this thing don't work and all that. Thousands of people who have testified or who will testify against what he's saying there. Anyway, I was using the example because he rides a motorbike. I asked him, I said, if the light on your motorcycle comes on and says engine, what would you do? Would you pull the fuse? Would you shut it down and try to diagnose what is causing the engine light to be on? Or would you cut the wire because it's saying engine? What would you do? What needs to happen is that you need to leave that light on and try to find out why the light came on. Don't pull the fuse or cut the wire. There's a reason why the light came on. Either you find it or you get the right person to find it. But if you do anything else, you may end up losing a motorcycle or a car or a jeep or a bus or a plane. Yes, I don't think a plane light will come on and they'll ignore it. They'll quickly get somewhere and get it fixed for us. So, for all of you who believe that there's this magic bullet out there that can fix everything, wrong. And when you have your aches and pains and problems for years, don't go looking for a quick fix. It's not the right thing to do. The body takes time to heal. It takes time to recover. It takes time to reconstitute. It takes time to regenerate. It does. I'm speaking from an angle here broad, not local or not specific to anything. This is something that you need to put into your life. If you sit down in a class and you're doing spelling, and the teacher asks you to spell a word, and you spell the word wrong, does it mean that you're right? No. There's a right way to spell it and there's a wrong way. The wrong way is what you did. the teacher will hopefully correct your spelling. And then you would have learned of your mistake, where you put the wrong letter or where you put the wrong whatever it is. Same thing with math. And I didn't want to go there because we just had a thing with numbers, 60 whatever and whatever, 30 something. I didn't want to go there because you cannot add 2 and 2 and tell me it's 3. You're going to prove it to me. And your theory may not be the right one. I know 2 and 2 is 4. If you come and tell me 2 and 2 is 3, you got to prove it to me and why 4 is wrong. If you can prove it to me and you can prove it in the facilities where it is established as 2 and 2 is 4, then you got me. But until you do that, no. I ain't buying it. That's me. You got to come with the facts. Okay? And you need to be realistic, many of you. You can't want to be sick for 10 years and expect the doctor can help you to become better in 1 week or 1 month. It's 10 years you're sick. Try to find out why that light came on in your body that says sick. Try to get to a facility where you could find out what is really causing you to be sick and fix that. And the sickness will gradually go away. Don't fix the sick. Fix the reason why you're sick. And unless you could find a facility or a doctor or a therapist or whoever to help you to find out why you're sick, you're wasting your time. I'm telling you that. And your money. That's how it is. That's the reality. So I just had to let you all know that. And I'm going to do it over and over until you get it. Until you get it. If the instruction says, follow this road, and you're going to get to a jackpot, make sure the road will take you to the jackpot, and follow it. If not, you're going to end up in another pot. Maybe a pothole that buries you. All right? Seriously. Don't be hoodwinked by people who are telling you all sorts of things. Some people just want to talk and they just want to win you over. I'm not about that. If you come, allow the process to occur and don't rush it. Many of you come and you rush and no man, if you're sick and you believe you're in the right place to get better, make the sacrifice. I don't care if it's by me or anywhere else. If you believe where you are is going to make you better, make the sacrifice, wait your turn, and when you get there, follow the rules. Follow the rules. Serious. Okay? Now, it is clear, based on our findings, that many, many persons in our society have sexually transmitted diseases and don't even know it. Yes. It's hidden. It's hidden, so it's not going to be uncovered until you can get to a facility like ours, if there's more like ours, where the diseases that are dormant and are going under the radar, as we say, undetected, it is not common that something that is hidden is going to be revealed in this natural, conventional state. You have to find a place with a device that can get under the radar and help you to realize that there is an STD present. I'm telling you, I'm saying this because we're seeing it every day. And not only that, more and more persons are coming down with diseases that the institutions can't find out. They're saying everything is okay, and you're still sick. And because it hasn't been detected by them, they're saying everything is okay with you. What you worried about? But when you go home at night and you lay down, you're having pains, you're having discomforts, you're having all sorts of things happening to you. But yet still, you came from an institution today that says everything is okay. No, not because that institution or that person says everything is okay means that everything is okay. So why you still have the pain? If everything is okay, why are you still having a discharge? If everything is okay, why are you burning when you urinate? If everything is okay, why are you having pain in your pelvis? If everything is okay, why are you having difficulty urinating? If everything is okay, why you can't urine? If everything is okay, why are you passing blood when you stool and when you urinate? Everything can't be okay because those are abnormalities that needs to be discovered as to why they're happening to you. If everything is okay, why are you in a wheelchair? You can't even stand up, your body can't take your weight, your knees, your legs can't take your weight, and you're in a wheelchair, or you gotta be helped. But yet still, oh, don't worry, everything is okay. Everything cannot be okay when you're not functioning normally. It's not so. So not because someone says to you that, man, don't worry that man, Dr. Haynes crazy. He ain't got, he tell you whatever, because I hear that too. Not because they tell you that. It means that something wrong with me and nothing is wrong with you. You're the one with the pain. You're the one with the discharge. You're the one with the vaginal bleeding. You're the one with the rectal bleeding. You're the one that can't urinate. You're the one that burns when you urinate. Everything can't be okay. Because everybody isn't having rectal bleeding. Everybody isn't having vaginal discharges. Everybody isn't having burning when they urinate. So if everybody isn't having it and I having it, it means something wrong with me. Common sense will tell you that. If it was normal, everybody would have been experiencing it. And it would have been okay. Stop being fooled, folks. Even if you go wherever you go, if you've got a problem with something, you keep going until you find someone who can help you to know what it is. Because it might kill you. I'm speaking generally. And I speak real. I don't make up anything. I don't believe in that. If it's no good, me ain't giving it to you. If I can't eat it, me ain't giving it to you. That's how I am. If it ain't good for me, me ain't giving it to you. I see too much every day. And it's becoming an epidemic because I'm tired hearing people say, the doctor tell me everything is okay. And we finding everything, all sorts of things wrong with people. It needs to stop. Take more time to get into diagnostics. Take more time to do more research. Take more time to read. Take more time to understand what is happening with your own bodies. Take more time to do that. When we give you that report, don't put it down. Go home and study it. When you come there and we screen you, you walk away with a report. Unless something wrong with our equipment. But that doesn't happen hardly. We'll find a way to get you one, even if we have to email it to you. Study it. Because that is the blueprint of what is happening inside of you. Not me. And it's, you know what else that these people don't know happens? I'll tell you. It is your body telling us what is happening with it. Not me. I'm not diagnosing you. I am seeing and learning from you what is wrong with you, and I'm telling you what it is. We have the device that does that. So all who talking about all whatever they say, you need to go back to school. Medicine has gone high-tech. Medicine is no longer in the closet. Medicine is not old-fashioned anymore. Medicine has gone high-tech. Soon enough, we're going to be able to click a finger because the device is going to be in our fingers. And whatever it is that is in the finger on the device, going to register to somebody else and they're going to be okay. They're going to get that way. You can get that way. Soon enough, you'll be able to use your eyes. It's already happening. And the door is going to open for you. Medicine has gone high-tech, folks. All them old-fashioned ways have been worn out and gone. Gone. Just now, some of those devices that are being used now, if not already, are going to be obsolete. They won't be any good they won't be of any use anymore. You're going to be able to walk through a facility and everybody can see the abnormalities in your body just now. Yes, you can walk through a little scanner and the doctor can stand up there, or the technician, and he can see what is normal with you and what is not normal with you. And that is what we do right now. When we connect you to those devices, folks, when we connect you to the devices, you are being compared to a perfect human specimen. You don't know that. Nothing is wrong with the specimen that you're matching against. So everything that is imperfect about you is going to be revealed. That's why we could tell you if a flea bit you. Because the flea didn't bite the perfect specimen. That's why we can tell you if you have whatever it is. Because the perfect specimen doesn't have it. So what happens there is that your imperfections is what we see. That's what it is. And some of you guys out there who are wearing those white coats are way behind in your technology. You're way behind. I'm telling you. You need to start getting back into learning and reading and open up your eyes, because you're going to be left behind. Some of you have already left behind. You're functioning in the technology of 20 years ago. We are 20 years ahead. This is 2019. Not 2000 not even 2000, technology changes like by the minute. So don't play with your health. Don't play with it, man. Don't play with it. Pain is not normal. Discharges are not, I use this all the time. Vaginal discharges that are not normal, which menstruation, ovulation, and orgasm, those are normal. When you're having a discharge every day, it's not normal. It's not. So if anybody tell you that they're normal, you tell them something wrong. Okay, thank you, and walk away, because they ain't got it. If anybody tell you a discharge is normal in you that is not those three that I mentioned, you say thank you very much and walk away and find somebody who can understand and look at what is not normal in you. There's no normal headache. Headache is not normal. Not even a headache. There's no normal coughing. Not normal. If you're coughing, there's a reason why you're coughing. You have a headache, something wrong. Mightn't be in the head, it could be somewhere else, but it's indicating in the head. Some of you believe because your head hurting is your head. No. Not because the engine light command is the engine. I'm using this example because I want you to understand clearly what I'm saying. Not because on the dashboard of your car or the motorcycle, the engine light comes on, you believe is the engine. It doesn't necessarily mean the engine is wrong or bad. That engine light comes on because something is affecting the performance of the engine. Unless you can find an expert who can look at that and see what is affecting the performance of your engine, you are in the wrong place. Serious. That is why we're having so many people dying and falling out every day. At the rate we're going, we're never going to have 750,000 for real. Get serious about your health, folks. I don't even care if you don't come by me or come by our clinic. It doesn't matter, because I practice all over the place. All over. Not only here. But find an institution that will honestly diagnose you correctly and give yourself time to heal, because the body has to heal itself. It takes time. And time is going. I just realized we only have 90 minutes. So we're going to open up the lines. Operator, we're going to open up the lines. We're going to open up the lines. I realize you only have like 90 minutes. Where do I put this thing? Which one? Maybe there. I got it. I think I got it. Good evening.
Dr. Ames, good afternoon.
Good evening. How are you?
Ames, I wish I was good, but I called to ask you this question. H. pylori, I was diagnosed with H. pylori.
H. pylori.
Yes,
Helicobacter pylori.
yes. I'm using medication, but I'm suffering from this bloatiness. So I don't know if you could tell me what I could get. How could I get rid of bloatiness
Where's the bloatiness?
on my right side of the tummy?
On your right side of the tummy?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes all over it go, but it's like the home for it, right? Right. I feel it all in my back and on my bed.
And you're being told that that's H. pylori?
Yes, I did a test at Eureka Lab.
I think there's more going on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I honestly think so.
Okay.
Especially if it goes all over and it's all in your back. It could be a gallstone or a kidney stone.
Well, I was diagnosed with that too.
Okay.
Yes, I did the ultrasound.
Mm-hmm.
The ultrasound said I have kidney stone.
Let me see. So you can't just look at the H. pylori alone.
Okay.
It could be the stone that's also creating some problems for you.
Okay.
Now, for kidney stones that are not very big, a simple formula is good.
This is not big. It's some,
Then
remember the centimeter.
a simple usage of lemon and water can break that stone up and you can pass it out.
Thank you very much.
Now, for the other one, the H. pylori, as they say, right?
Yes.
H. pylori is a bacteria in your system, in your digestive system.
Yes.
And what you need to do, this is what I suggest with all the persons who come to me with H. pylori, come off of flesh.
Okay.
No flesh.
No.
Rest the stomach.
No.
Give the stomach a chance to recover.
No.
And take something to get rid of the bacteria that's in the stomach. Simple thing that can happen.
No.
Spice and clove tea.
Spice and clove tea.
Simple.
Okay.
Simple. Come off the meats and flesh. Come off the flesh.
Yes.
You gotta detoxify, cleanse, remove what is there.
Okay.
Remove what is there, and then you take something to erase it or neutralize the acids.
Okay. So when taking this lemon juice and water,
For the kidney stones.
but every morning, night, or midday.
You take it, maybe it depends on how bad it is and how it's affecting you. You could take it like 2 or 3 times a day. But
Okay.
while you're doing that, keep an eye on your blood pressure
All right.
because it can take it down a little.
Okay.
Okay?
So use the lemon and the water. That's for the kidney stone.
Mm-hmm.
And use the spice and clove.
Mm-hmm. Make some strong spice and clove tea.
Uh-huh.
And come off of the acid foods.
Okay.
Lemon is known to be alkaline.
Okay.
Don't use limes, don't use passion fruit, don't use anything like that that creates acid.
Okay.
Because acid crystallizes in the blood and becomes stones.
Okay, doctor.
Got it?
Yes, thank you very, very, very much.
You're certainly welcome.
And God bless you continuously. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye. Simple things, man. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Turn on the TV, I hear you. How do you do?
Good night, Doc.
Good night to you. How do you do?
I'm okay.
You sound like somebody very young.
I'm 12 years old.
I figured. What is wrong with a 12-year-old? Where are you calling from, by the way?
Pardon me?
Where are you calling from? What area?
I'm calling from Stevedore, right close to yours.
So you could walk over and talk to me.
I'm able.
You're lazy. I'm just kidding. What is wrong with a 12-year-old?
Okay, I have 2 problems. One with my grandmother and one with me.
Tell me about the one with grandmother first.
Okay. My grandmother fell along in the yard couple months back, maybe around January.
That's a few months back.
No, sorry. That was since last year.
That's a long time back.
Right? And she fell along in the yard and I don't know, she hurt her knee. And now she's crying out for the foot and she went to the hospital and the people take care of her, did an extra and they said nothing was wrong. But she's still crying out for pain.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, right? You were 12-year-old, okay? Yes?
I'm listening.
You were 12-year-old, right?
Uh-huh.
If someone tells you that nothing is wrong with you and you still have the problem, you believe them?
No.
Okay, you 12-year-old,
Oh,
understand
my grandmother, because she's older than me, she doesn't listen.
Oh, really? So grandmother's stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So what do you think grandmother should do about her knees?
I think she should go. The people gave her a card to do an ultrasound or something like that.
Mm.
And she'll never go.
Grandmother needs, I hope she's listening.
Try to go.
Grandmother's listening?
Wouldn't go.
She's listening to you?
She's right next to me. Watching at you on the TV.
Grandmother getting licks. Anyway, listen. I don't know what happens to grandmother that causes her knee to pain. If she sits and it pains, if she stands and it pains, if she walks and it pains, because that determines maybe what is wrong with her. If it pains all the time, even when she's sitting, then it could be a different reason why it's paining than if she stands and walks on it.
Okay, so your trying to say she needs to rest it.
Well, it depends. It depends on if it's paining when she sits or if it pains her all the time. You understand?
She said when she sits, it pains.
It pains even when she sits, and only one knee or both?
One side, but yeah, let's say by her knee,
Uh-huh.
around half of her leg,
Oh, really?
half with her leg.
Okay. Grandmother may have had some ligament damages, and she may have torn tissue in her leg.
Doctor, listen to this. The people did an X-ray, and they said nothing happened. Well, I'm my own doctor.
Okay.
So I put the X-ray in the light, and I look at it.
Really?
They X-ray on the all two both foot. One look okay, and one look not too right.
Really?
I think Granny, one of these foot look like if it's spray, or if it fractured something, or some bone slip out.
And you're 12 years old?
Still didn't listen to me. Well, doctor, I want to be a doctor also.
You sound
like
like
you.
You sound like you're on the way. You sound like you're on the way very far for 12 years old. If you can analyze like that and see a broken and not a broken, it means you're on your way, man. You're on your way. Anyway, grandma needs to maybe grandma could bring the X-ray by the clinic and we can look at it, look at them, and see, like you compare it, and then we can advise her better. But in the meantime, what grandma could do is use a heating pad on the leg.
Use a what?
Heating pad.
A heating pad?
Heating pad, yes.
Okay.
She can take a heating pad and wrap the area with the heating pad and plug it in and do maybe 20 minutes of heat on that every night.
Okay. Where can you get that?
You can get it from most pharmacies. Most established pharmacies will have a heating pad.
Okay.
What is your problem now?
My problem is that I'm asthmatic.
Oh,
I'm asthmatic, and I don't know, but I'm been having some cold in my lungs.
some mucus in your lungs.
Pardon me?
Some mucus in your lungs.
Yeah, but the doctor is saying it's going to be all right, but I know it's going to be all right by God's grace because
Yes.
I trust in Him, right?
Amen.
But they pack me up with one shot of tablets and it's just not helping.
Really?
So I want to know what is good for the asthma. Some people telling me to use Benadryl. Some people telling me to use molasses and lime. So I don't know.
I would suggest one thing to you first. Don't use any dairy products.
No dairy product?
No. No milk, no cheese, no ice cream, none of those. Why? Because those products are mucus-forming products.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take it, it will make mucus and it will congest your bronchioles.
Oh.
Right?
So the cold, it caused bronchitis in body because 2 times I had that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You sound very intelligent. You sure you're 12 years old?
Yeah, I'm very sure. I born 2006.
I like that. I like that.
Calculate, I calculate.
You took grade 6. You took the grade 6 assessment. You done that?
No, I'm in for one already.
Oh, you already passed that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, listen, I would suggest to you, number one, to get rid of your asthma. Stop using any dairy products, number one.
Okay.
Number two, if you use anything cold, don't do it anymore.
Okay.
And stay off of the sweet things.
Sweet things. So
Yes.
less sugar.
Less sugar, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of things I gotta do, man.
Well, if you want to get better, I mean, the sacrifice is worth it. Wouldn't you like to breathe better?
Yes, a lot of fruits is good too.
Well, you want to use foods that are not very acid, okay?
So I cannot use passion fruit.
Exactly.
Oh, so enough orange juice.
You can use some orange juice, you can use some mango juice, some pineapple juice, you can use some
Berries?
watermelon, you can use, yeah, you can.
Okay. I see the time going, so I have to go. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good night.
It was a pleasure talking with you.
You too.
Bye-bye. What a wonderful experience. 12 years old. That's amazing. I didn't want to ask her name because I don't want to expose her, but she is so brilliant. Good evening.
Good evening to you, doctor.
Good evening. You're not 12.
Yes.
You're not 12 years old. No.
No. I tried to come to you, but I did till in September.
Until September.
If you use, which is they say is Parkinson's disease / essential tremor / anxiety syndrome.
Can you wait until then?
If I
Can you wait until that time they give you?
no, talking about at your clinic.
Can you wait until the time that they gave you to come?
No, I'd rather come much earlier because I'm losing weight. I did all the tests.
Oh, listen. I know that they give you the time, and there's a reason why they give you that time because, like I said earlier, I practice in different places, and we're taking a break to go and take care of those areas, right? But we're going to be there until a certain time, okay?
29th of this month.
Not so late. Not so late. It'll be earlier than that. Try and get there either sometime early next week or the week after that,
Okay, doc.
right? They give you an appointment, but I hope that I don't really open the can of worms here. But try and get there early one day. Okay, you call the day before you come and ask them if you're going to be open the next day, and then you get there early. They're not going to refuse you.
Okay, doc.
All right?
You really got me bad.
Okay, let's see if we can help you, okay?
Enjoy the evening.
Okay, brother. Take care. Sounds like a little desperation there. Volume! TV volume!
Hello.
Turn the TV volume down, please. Good evening.
Good evening, doctor.
Turn the volume of the TV down or move away from it.
Hello.
Yes, I'm hearing you. Listen to your phone. And
Yes,
yeah.
doctor. I'm having a problem where actually I don't know what really went wrong, but it's getting a stench. It's like bad breath, but I seem to be a little more than that. I don't know how to get rid of that stench.
What's your age?
Whenever I speak,
What is your age?
62,
62. How long you having a problem?
a couple of months now.
All right. What is coming out of you is a direct indicator of what is happening inside of you.
Okay.
So if that's coming out of you, it means that something is wrong in there. Okay, we need to get in there and find out what kind of bacteria is in there, or if there's some toxicity in there that we need to clear out, right? And it will go away. We've done that to a lot of people. We just have to find what is happening inside of you, take care of that, and what's coming out of you will be different.
So I can come and visit you and have that checked out?
Sure. No,
I
that-
can,
it's
do
not.
I have to make an appointment?
Well, you call the number, call the clinic number,
That's
right?
231?
Yes.
Okay.
Schedule a time. Let them give you a time, and you come there. We're gonna help you to overcome it. That's an easy fix, not a hard fix.
Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
It's really an embarrassing thing.
I understand that. I agree with you.
Yes.
Okay, my dear.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. Now, when you call turn the volume of your television down or walk away from it with the phone, okay? Good evening.
Yes, good evening. This is Kevin.
No, Kevin's not here. He's not here at the moment.
Oh, this is Majesty here.
This is Dr. Haynes.
Oh, hello, Miss Adams there.
She's there, but you'll have to call back after the program, okay?
Okay, I just want to give her a message.
Man, I'm in live program right now.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm
All
sorry.
right, okay. I didn't want to take the message online either. Good evening.
Good evening, doctor.
Good evening to you, nurse.
I got to listening to your program.
Okay.
Remember some time back you said that fish has worms.
Yes.
And,
And they come with larvae.
I really didn't used to eat no beef nor chicken and pork and those things. I used to eat fish.
Uh-huh.
But then I was getting a tickling, in my anus. And I drink all the worm tablets. I chew papa seeds, all kind of things. But then, before Lent, I said, look, let me keep off around. But 3 weeks before Lent, I cooked fish. And I couldn't eat it. I feel like vomiting and all kind of thing. I called my doctor. I said, look, carry all these things. And since then, I don't eat fish. I'm frightened. And I'm not feeling any tickling below nothing.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
I must thank you for that.
You're certainly welcome, my dear.
Uh-huh.
You're certainly welcome. Anytime. Thanks for calling.
Good. You're welcome.
Bye-bye. That was interesting. I was wondering where she was going with that. But I had an idea. But it's true. It's true. It's not what I say. It's what the experts say. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
Nice to hear your voice.
Good to hear from you.
My name is Alan.
Alan.
Yeah. I have a knee problem,
Okay.
and I go to the doctor, and they tell me it's arthritis, and next one tell me it's cold. But as going, sometimes I use a lot of heat rub. But it's not really going, but it's easing a little. So I want to know if you have anything else that I could use.
Well, let me tell you quickly, because you're running out of time. What we found with problems like that, number one,
Yeah.
we got to make sure your weight is not too much for your knees.
I done reduce already.
Okay. Secondly, we've got to make sure that we've got to determine if your body has enough of the minerals it needs inside for your bones. And thirdly,
Mineral.
yes, thirdly, we have to ensure that the cartilage between those joints are in order.
It is cracked.
Then you need some cartilage. And you need some minerals.
Calcium.
Cartilage.
Cartridge.
Cartilage. Cartilage. You know, there was a study that was done quickly, right? And they discovered, now that I'm a chicken eater, they discovered that the chicken foot, when you cook that
Yeah.
and you drink it and eat it, it helps with the cartilage between the joints. So they say.
Chicken foot.
So they say, if you eat chicken, try it. But if you're having the cracking, it means that the two things that are wrong is the cartilage is worn and the minerals are low.
And what about if you're using this cod liver oil tablet?
The cod liver oil tablet, it wouldn't make a difference there too much.
Now,
Okay.
could you give me or tell me what I could use?
Well, I just told you.
The chicken foot.
You need to have more minerals in your bones, and you need to get some cartilage between the joints. It's available. It's available now. We have it at the clinic if you'd like to get some.
Where is the clinic?
In Kitty, just take the 231 number down and call, and they'll give you all the details.
All right.
Okay, brother.
Thank you and have a good evening.
You too. Thanks for calling. All right, I was given a little 5 minute more on my time. Good evening. Good evening to you.
A pleasant good evening to you, my brother. How are you?
Hey, I'm all right, man. How you doing?
Baby. I call you. We got discuss. I know you're out of time.
Yes, yes.
We would like to say a pleasant good night.
Wonderful. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Dr. Hines. How are you?
Hello, you back. You're back. You're back.
Thank you so much for your admonitions and your
direction, with the health program and so on. We're learning a lot from you, actually.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Yes.
You're certainly
Look forward
welcome.
to seeing you in the very, very near future.
I'll be happy to see you. Good to be back. I know my friend is very happy.
Yes. Have a blessed evening, Doctor.
You too, and thank you. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, my brother.
Uh-huh.
This program, I want to run out just now when you start. But the treatment, even the treatment, as you said, I said before, all doctors need to come under one accord. One reasoning. This fight down thing don't work. Some people will say yes, you're not get well. Some people will say this and say that. Because this body fight down the thing. And even if they don't know they're going to fight, forget $1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To treat them for free.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a sad state, though. What should be important is the people's health.
Well, if them don't feel it is important because they put their wealth in front, I shot quickly before I go. A brother used to drive with I think it's China walk with a man, right? Drive. And the man subsequently died. And the wife married that brother. You know what was his terminology? He said he never know that the man didn't work for E30, they working for the man. Because the man died and left $2.something billion. So he ain't have to work no more.
Look at that.
You get my point?
I got your point.
So if you don't want to care your health is your wealth. You don't understand that. You got a problem, you tell them turn off the TV. See that guy, when they destroy those people appliance, it's going to cause more than a phone call. If they can't understand that, cut it off.
Appreciate it, brother.
Right. One area you tell her she turn, and she's still listening to herself. We will catch up soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, brother.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, the final call now. Final call. Who's going to be the one? Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Dr. Haynes.
We only have a couple of minutes.
A short program. If you're urinating and it's kind of yellow and smells, what seems to be that kind of problem?
It could be.
Smell highly.
It could be that your uric acid is very high in your blood.
Okay.
Could be. So you need to maybe use more water. Use also maybe coconut water. Use some cranberry juice, pure cranberry juice. And reduce your intake of acids.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Try that.
Thanks a lot, Doc, and continue the good work, and God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Best for this country, I understand.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye. All right, I got to wrap it up now, unless my operator gives me another 5. I want to thank you for participating. Okay, she gave me another 5. Good evening. Good evening. All right. Good evening, quickly. Okay, I'm sorry. We only have a few minutes, and I'm going to try to make the best of it. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I have a cold, and hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
When I'm sleeping, I have a cold, and I'm sleeping at the AC, right? And
You got to be quick.
every minute I have to get up to blow my nose.
So turn off the AC.
Well, I'm not at home right now.
Don't sleep with the AC.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Because obviously it's affecting you and it's affecting your bronchioles.
Okay.
And whenever you have a cold, come off of dairy.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Okay. Thank you too.
Okay. Welcome. Bye-bye. This is the young people time. Good evening.
Good evening, Dr. Hayes.
Good evening. You're young too. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm very, very, very young. All I want to say is cheers to that 12-year-old child.
Oh, man. Awesome.
And may the infinite power of the Almighty Creator keep showering down upon her, surrounding her, blessing her, keeping her strong and positive to become a doctor one day.
I hope I can have her on my program one day.
So intelligent.
She's so intelligent.
That was wonderful.
It was. It was a good.
Wow.
It was a great example for what's to come.
Yes, I am so happy.
Yeah, amazing.
But I listened. Yes. Okay then.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Bye.
You too, bye-bye. I hope she's listening to that. And I know many other persons feel that way. Good evening.
Yes, hello, doctor.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night to you.
Where is your clinic situated? Where's your clinic?
It's in Kitty, but just take the number down, the 231 number, and you call it in the morning after 8 and you'll get directions. But it's in Kitty. It's easy to find. Very easy to find. It's near the gas station, the Guile gas station.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Good evening. Speak into your phone so I can hear you.
Yeah?
I'm not hearing you loud enough, so speak into your phone.
I have an accident.
You have an accident?
Yes, and recently I went at Beyond Slam Hospital, did an x-ray. According to the back, they see the x-ray, the mark 2X on it, on the two spots on the back. But they didn't tell me about it. I went to the doctor. He told me that I had a hit. He said, yes, I had a hit to the cold. He took me on back. And I didn't do anything to it. But now I find I feel much pain in the back.
Okay, I didn't hear everything you say clearly, but obviously pain is an indication